Friday Night Live. How are you guys doing? I'm Laura with Chocolates Chocolate Designs. Say hi when you jump on. Hit that heart button for me. And you're going to have a keyword to type in to get the supply list for all the things we're using tonight. Now, you guys, before we get started on this project tonight, I do want to preface by letting you all know that this one right here is what I would consider to be an advanced project, okay? This is 2 days in the making, 2 days of planning, 2 days of trying to figure it out. And I think I'm finally ready to show you guys this concept, this idea, loaded with tons of inspiration from all over the net that I'm super, super, super excited about. So, hello everybody. Hi Cassie. Hello Lynn and Stacy. Hi Pam. Hi Wendy and Jan. Hello everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hi Mindy and Lisa Marie. Hi Tracy. Oh my gosh. Hi Rachel. Hi Kim. Hi Leanne. Hi Julie. Thanks for sprinkling. Hey Mary Jo. Hello Ruth. Hi to all my friends. You guys, the keyword for tonight is potion. Hey Teresa. Hey Pam. Hey Valerie. Hello Nina. Hi Maxine. Hello Vicky. Hi Shannon. Hello everybody. Oh my gosh, I missed the names because they're going so fast. You guys are amazing. Hi Zini. Whew. Hi Candy. All right, you guys. Here we go. We're going to go ahead and get started. Let me show you just a little bit of something simple. We're going to start simple. We're going to work our way up to stuff that's a little bit more advanced as we kind of go on. Thank you so much. Yay, I'm so excited too. Yo, I'm usually not live on Fridays, but I took yesterday off to continue planning out this project. I think it's going to be spooktacular, if you will. Hi, Bunny. Oh my gosh, so many people jumping on. I love it, I love it, I love it. What? You guys, y'all ain't got nothing better to do on your Friday nights? Of course you don't. This is the best thing ever. Kids are gone with grandma for the weekend, y'all. And I am getting up early to go golfing. This is so, y'all. Let's see how much we can get done of this tonight. Hopefully all of it. All right. So we're going to go ahead and just start off really, really simple with 3 basic things, okay? First of all, I'll show you guys that one in a minute, is our simple shape. So this right here is a 5 by 5 inch square simple shape. Oh my gosh, what was that? Hi, I've been crafting up a storm. I love my craft box. It's great. You did a really good job. Thank you, Darlene. Hello to everybody as you guys are jumping on. So I'm going to pull the sticker off of here. No, I'm not. I'm just going to glue this down anyway. We're going to go ahead and start with this. Oh, thank you, Tracy. At a concert. Oh, enjoy the concert, Corey. All right. So before we even start doing anything with this, we've got these things called artisan add-ons that are pretty darn cool because they're stickers that will allow you to add some embellishments to things. And you can put these on before you even paint, okay? So that's what we're going to do tonight. We're going to go ahead and we're going to paint this up. But first, I want to add my embellishments to this before I even paint it, okay? Hello, everybody. No, nothing better. Look forward to this all day. Yay, I'm so excited. Hi, Layla. So you guys, let me tell you a little bit about what I've had going on today, all right? Because the last, I'm going to say, 48 hours have honestly been a true honor for me. Those of you who have been with me for a while, you know that the part of this job that I love the best and the thing in life that I take the most pride and the most joy out of is helping other people. Customer service is my base. I love to help other people. I like to just make the world a better place for everybody. Really, I try anyway. And you guys, I'm just sticking these right in the middle, okay? So last week I told you guys, I think briefly, about a horrible situation that happened here locally. Okay? Highlight of your day is, yay! And yeah, it was just a horrible situation that happened. Basically, there are 3 babies, 7 years old, 4 years old, and a 2-month-old who recently lost their mama to a very tragic event. And yesterday, the aunt of the father of one of those children had reached out on Facebook looking for donations, because he was not able to get any of his daughter's things when he came to get her. And so they're in need of a lot of stuff right now. I'm not asking you guys for donations. I'm just telling you guys about what I'm doing. So I actually got a hold of his aunt yesterday, told her that I wanted to do something to help. And I got in touch this afternoon with, hi Pam, hello everybody, with the karate master at my kids' old karate studio where they used to go. And I reached out to him and asked him if he would help. And you guys, he's going to be starting a clothing drive for all 3 of these children to get them some clothes. And then we're also in the works of trying to find a location around here where we can have everybody bring their donations for these kids. And so I was able to get in hold of the dad today, and I talked to him for quite a while. He seems like an extremely amazing young man. And you guys, it's been a week of very horrible things. And the way that I try to combat and overcome those horrible, horrible things is to do something positive. And I think that that's a great thing for all of us to try to do. When something bad happens, try to do something positive in that situation. And you guys, I think we're on the road to turning things around for their family. And I'm just so honored to be able to do that. So that's what I've been up to lately. Making phone calls and trying to make arrangements. Hi, Darlene. All right, you guys, so we're going to use Waverly in the color ink. I absolutely love, love, love the color ink when we're doing things that are, well, when we're painting things. And I love the Waverly paints. Hi, Jerry. Ink is just a flat black. It's awesome. And we're going to paint up this entire board, every little bit of it, but with all that detail on there. All right. Got to make sure that I get every bit of it. So you guys, I'm so glad that my kids were in karate when they were, so that I got to know their karate master there, and that he's such an awesome part of our community. So Ruth says, what happened? Ruth, it's still very fresh for the family, so talking about things online is hard. But let me just say that it was a domestic violence situation where she lost her life and then he ended his own. So I'm doing everything that I can, Tracy. I'm going to leave that kind of stuff to his family. I'm more of an organization type person. So I try to organize things for people. GoFundMes and stuff like that are something that if I tried to set that up as somebody who was never really close to the family, then I can be misconstrued as somebody who's trying to take advantage of a situation. So that's just not something that I want to personally dive into. And it's a really easy thing for anybody to do. So that's all I'm going to say, Victoria. That's all I'm going to say. I will say no more than that. The worst case scenario of domestic violence. So, all right, you guys, let's get this all dried up. I know, right, Stacy? And I left this corner right here just because if I dry everything else first, then I have a place where I can push my hand down and I can hold it down to paint the rest of it. So it's just a smart move, I think, to dry up a piece of it before you move on. Hi, Jess. So you guys, in case you didn't see, Chalk has also announced today that if you are a Perks member or if you are a designer, you have a free $15 of product credit in your account, if you haven't used it already, to spend between now and the 22nd. Oh, thank you, Victoria. Me too, Jerry. Me too. Thank you. Yes, definitely, you guys send out prayers to the family because they're going to need it. Unfortunately, the two older children, the 5-year-old or the 4-year-old and the 7-year-old, were witnesses. And so it's definitely not a good situation at all. All right, we're going to dry up the rest of this. Thank you. You just do what you can, you guys, in every situation. Take action and do the best you can. That's all anybody can do. And you know what happens every time that you do that? Every time that you step forward and you do something positive for somebody else, here's what I'm going to guarantee. You are going to make connections with some of the most amazing people you've ever met in your life. Every time. every time. Yay! Be wise and try to use it this evening. That's right, because if you use it this evening and you spend $50, then you're also going to get $5 flat rate shipping. That's what we were talking about because I got on here late, but prayers. Okay, how do you apply it? Placed an order but didn't see how to add it. Leanne! So I have a video that I can send you. Send me a private message and I will send you my video for adding that. And if you missed it, I can probably reach out to Chalk on Monday since you did place an order and have them basically credit you back to your account, okay? The difference, okay? If you don't want to place another order tonight, and I get that if you don't. All right, you guys, here we go. Just look at that. So simple, so stinking cute. Love it, right? Thank you. But you still got to learn how to add it because you should be using at least 20 every month. Okay. All right, you guys, so here we go. We've got our little plaque like this. We've got it all dried up from all the paint that we just put on there. We're going to go ahead and we're going to put some surface wax on here, okay? Because that's the next thing we do. Now, I'm not going to do my paintbrush just yet. I'm not going to put that in water just yet because we might use it again. I don't remember. Yes, we will. We're going to use it again. Now I remember. Victoria, it just started today. It just started this afternoon, like 10 o'clock this morning, I think, or 11 o'clock this morning. So if you ordered last night, you wouldn't have had that extra $15. It was just loaded today. All right, so here we go, you guys. We're going to add some surface wax on here. I don't need to put it on these pieces because I'm not going to chalk on those pieces, but just right in this area here. Oh, I missed a comment. You guys, I'm sorry when I miss comments. I try. I look down and there's 5 more that I missed. That's how it always goes. But I gotta look down from time to time or we won't get anything done. All right, then we're gonna just take a cloth and we're gonna buff this wax right back off of there. Believe me, enough of it stays put. And my towel is getting fuzzy, so it's leaving a little bit of extra fuzz on there. That's okay. Okay, now I had one color out and then at the last minute I decided that on this project I wanted to do a shadow effect. And now here I am again, bending over to try to find the other color that I need because I'm not prepared. There it is. Miss my comment. I love my craft box. I've been using it all day. Love those smelly little stars. Yes, I love that you love those. Wish my lead person would have told me as I'm a designer, but no team perk members under me. So Victoria, we don't know. That's the thing. Even your lead person did not know until 10 o'clock this morning that they were going to give out designer dollars to people. They do not give us advance notice. They don't. I don't find out. It's just all of a sudden, hey, here's a new promotion. Run with it. And they do that for a reason. It's a sales tactic. I'm so sorry, hon. But we don't have any advanced knowledge of stuff like that. Taking a love seat tomorrow to a young mama in need because her husband left her and 2 kids with nothing. Oh my gosh, well bless you for that. See you guys, I'm telling you what, the universe, that's how it works. That is how the universe works. And y'all, if you need to hear it, then you need to hear it. If you don't know this, then you need to hear it. Okay? You put good out in the universe without expecting anything back in return. And I guarantee you, goodness will come back to you tenfold. And then you just put more goodness out there, and 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 more goodness out there. And eventually, you are going to be so overwhelmed with all the great things in your life, you won't know what to do with yourself. You reap what you sow goes both ways. I learned paper towel don't work on waxing. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of fuzzy leftovers. That's why I went to those towels. All right, so this green thing here is just a fuzzing cloth, y'all. And we're just picking up some lint on the back of this because they come super, super, super sticky. So you want to just lessen that adhesiveness a little bit the first couple of times that you use it. just so that it makes it easier to get it back off your board. And they make them that way so they last longer. All right, so I've got the bigger ones at the top. I've got the smaller ones at the bottom here. And we're putting this one right here. I didn't show it. Pick your poison. This is a Tiffany Thiessen transfer, if you guys haven't seen this one yet. And I'm going to put this right here. And see if I can get it. Ooh, that's going to be tight with those pieces on there, but we're going to make it work. And I am way far on one side and not far enough on the other. That's probably why it was so tight. Y'all, I'm just trying to line it up right now. And I am so far off for some reason. I think these little things are throwing me off. And making it go crooked. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Whatever it is, it is. It's a Halloween one, so if it's not perfectly straight, it's okay. Now, these little pieces that I put on here first are going to make this a little bit difficult there in the corners, but it's going to make the project look amazing, so that's all that matters. All right, so we're going to start with ash. This color is going to be actually our shadow color on this project. So we're just picking up a little bit of this. Those areas where it's close, be a little bit more careful. Have less paste on your squeegee for those. And we're just going to start kind of right here in the middle. And we're going to go through our transfer. Now right here, like I said, there's a spot that's close. I'm just going to use the corner of my squeegee where there's not a whole lot of paste on it. And just bring it up to that edge so that I don't create an air bubble right there. Absolutely, Christina's right. Always help because you don't know when you're going to need it. And karma it's definitely a thing, you guys. I believe that karma is about the energy that you put out there. All right, we're not going to get that full P on there because it's going to go underneath it, but we're good. We're good. Okay, so here's the first layer of paste on this particular project, okay? Hope you guys have popcorn. If not, go pop some. All right, so pick your poison, and we're just going to lift and pull out toward us. And there we have the first layer right there with the gray, okay? Pick your poison. I love it already. Now that I see that, I don't know if I want to put the other color on top of it. We're not going to layer it, you guys. I like that too much. I like that too much, and I think that that right there is just the perfect amount of creepiness. And that still has enough contrast that you can totally see it. I was going to put a brighter color on top. I'm not now. I am not going to do that now. I'm going to leave it just as it is. I like it too much just like that. I like it too much just like that. Okay. I thought we were going to watch the transfer. I thought we were going to do it again. We're not going to. Because as you go doing a project, sometimes your plans change. And my plan just changed when I did the ash first. Hi, Deb. And it looks fantastic. All right. So my next step on this piece right here, we're going to grab a little bit of some of our, yes, this is ash. Ash on black. Ash on black. Had to jump in the shower. Leaving you on, but we'll watch again on replay. Okay, Victoria. Sounds good. You love ash on the black. Me too. The color of chalk you used. Ash. A-S-H, ash. All right, next thing we're going to do is I'm going to grab some of our gilding wax in bronze. Bronze. We're going to use bronze tonight. Ooh, where's my little thingamajigger? I'm always looking for my thingamajiggers, you guys. I have so many different thingamajiggers that I can never find my thingamajigger. That's how it goes. All right, bronze is like, well, it's bronze, you guys. It's bronze. And let's just grab a paintbrush. Probably one that's a little bit more sturdy than the other ones. And a little piece of paper towel. Now, you guys, this is only the start of what we're doing tonight. This is the easy part. This is the start part. There's so much more just off to the side where y'all can't see it yet. All right, we're going to offload some of that onto a paper towel. And I'm just going to brush this bronze right over top of just the raised part of all of this detail stuff in here, okay? And it doesn't have to be perfect, but do you see how that just really, really sets it out? You've watched my live many a times in the shower. Oh, Cassie girl, I'm glad you're here. So you guys, Cassie actually, I was talking to her today about this project. We were on a call together, and she's the, oh, I didn't offload that, and that's a little bit brighter than the other one. She actually gave me a really good idea for this project that's going to save me a ton of time. I was still trying to figure it out this afternoon. And she was like, hey, Laura, how about this? And I'll tell you guys about it when we get there. And her idea was perfect, and I just had to happen to have the perfect thing to make it work. It was awesome. You usually watch my... What do you store your thingamajiggers in? Everything. I put my thingamajiggers here. I put them there. I put them everywhere. Sam, I am. All right, and then a little bit here on these bottom ones as well. Again, I'm just holding my brush as flat as I can just to get on the top of those. If a little bit gets down in, that's okay too. But I really just want to highlight the detail. All right, you guys, that's it. That's it. That's our project for tonight. That was 2 days in the making. Just kidding. This is just our focal point. That's the chalk part of it, though. You guys, here we go. Are you guys ready for more? Because I have more. Oh, we have more chalk part of it. I forgot. I'm going to do more chalk. All right. It's all over me. Got your imagination trained on? So spooky, right? Okay, here we go. You have a plastic container to store doodads. I eat green eggs. Oh no, my thing just said waiting for signal. Oh, I hope that doesn't stay. All right, here we go, you guys. We have another surface that we're going to be working on. These are from the Dollar Tree. Oh, you guys. Is my signal working okay, or did you guys all just get a pause just then? Because I'll tell you what, my TV's been doing the same thing today. So I hope it's not me. All right. So this right here is a board from the Dollar Tree. And I just took it outside and I spray painted it black. Just black. Solid black. Ooh, I need a drink. I have my energy drink, you guys. Have your popcorn. Terry, I think it's me. Because my TV's been doing the same thing. And it's doing it on my computer. It's doing it everywhere. I have 2 different internets right now, and I keep going back and forth because they both keep having the same issues. And I don't know why. We're going to keep going, though, and hopefully it works. Oh, I hope it does. I hope it stops working. I hope it stops doing that. You've been buffering, too. Okay. Darn it. Okay. All right, you guys. So here's the next surface we're going to use right here. It's just a simple surface from the Dollar Tree. And right now we have the most amazing head of our team right on my enterprise, okay? Oh, yay, Christine. And she's amazing. Her name is Brenda Durant. And if you guys are familiar with her and what she's doing, she has been doing the pattern from this new transfer on everything. Like literally everything. She loves this stripey pattern. And when I was looking for a pattern for tonight, I was like, her stripey pattern is perfect for this one. Oh, Carol, I definitely need to move. Hi, Dina. So you guys, this one right here is called, what is this one called? The Holiday Presents. Is that what it's called? Holiday Presents. And we're just going to cut off this piece right here that's got the stripey part. We're going to use that particular piece. Vicki, I honestly think that it's me. I think it's me. We're going to cut off this piece of the transfer and we're going to use this one right here tonight. The word for tonight is potion. She is very talented. Very talented. And she is amazing. And I got to meet her several times, you guys. Several times. She's even better in person. She is obsessed with the stripes, yes. So we're going to do a stripey pattern today just so that tomorrow I can send this to Brenda and I can be like, look, I can do it too, but Halloween style. All right. Let me put the rest of my transfer down somewhere where it's not going to get ruined because I really want to use that one. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to wax this one right here as well because we're going to put a pattern on here. Now, I probably should tape my edges. I think I will tape my edges, but let's get our surface wax on here first. This was spray paint, you guys. This was spray paint. We had taco night for ladies' church tonight, so I was watching the first part where you were driving. Carol! You're not supposed to admit that. I know you do it because I talk to you when you're in the car all the time. Oh my gosh. I just tattled on you. All right, I'm going to go ahead and use some tape just on my edges here to keep those black. Brandy hasn't been live for a bit. I believe that Brandy has been... I know that her daughter, you know, I'm not going to say anything because I get people mixed up in their life going on. But I think that her daughters have got some stuff going on right now that she's just busy with family stuff. I want to say one of her daughters went off to college this year. I don't know. I know they're in sports and all that kind of stuff. So, there's just a lot of family stuff going on with Brandy. She's not going anywhere, though. She's just busy. Yes, this surface did come with a beaded hanger. It's over here. I didn't do anything with that. And I probably won't tonight either because this is going to go long enough without me trying to figure out how to hang it. I didn't think that far ahead yet. Oh, we can put it in an easel. We can put a hanger back on it. I don't know. When you guys see this whole thing come together, you'll be like, okay, that's why she didn't think about the hanger yet. But make sure that you type in the word potion. Grab the links to the things that I was able to give you. I actually ran out of characters. So they're to do my, to set up my live, I couldn't put any more characters on there. So there may be some items that I used tonight that do not have a link and are not in the description. Just because I couldn't put any more. It was like, hey girl, 640 is all you're allowed. It happens sometimes, you guys. I get long-winded on my my response messages there, apparently. Thank you, Victoria. All right, so we're going to go this way with this one. We're going to go this way. We're just going to tuck it in here. Just like so, lay it down. And you guys, you can even take your fingers. These transfers will move and groove, okay? So put it right in there. Take your fingers and push it down. Bend it, mold it, move it, whatever you need to do to get it into your creases. And there we have it, okay? So that's the first start. Now I'm going to use a color I haven't used in so long that I needed to get another jar because my other one dried out completely. I don't use this one very often, but for Halloween I absolutely love it. It's called Shimmer Olive. And I'm probably going to open this thing up and then I'm going to want to use it all Christmas long because it's going to be gorgeous. And I'm going to be like, oh, I forgot how pretty that is. Because I do that sometimes. Shimmer Olive. It is this, it is a pretty green, and it's so pretty. And we're going to use this Shimmer Olive on here right inside, and this is going to be our background color. Our background decoration for our entire thing. Okay, so potion's the keyword. Here we go, just laying this down and squeegeeing it through. Squeegeeing it through. Tight potion. Oh, that might get up on the edge. I don't really care. We'll put it up on the edge too, whatever. We'll just make it go up on the edge a little bit. Then it'll look like we did it on purpose. Come on, baby, get in there. The great thing, too, about Halloween stuff is that when you do it, if it's not perfect, it's okay. It doesn't matter. Because it's Halloween. You haven't used it yet, but you can't wait. Oh, girl. It really is a pretty color, and I'll show you when we get this pulled up, just how pretty it really is. Let's grab a little bit more. And then we'll just move this over to do this other side. Thank you so much for all the stars, you guys. Thank you, Pam. Oh, here we go. All right. I think I have an air bubble. It's okay. It's okay. It's all right. All right. Let's check it out. Let's see how much we love this pattern that Brenda Durant is obsessed with. Look, it does kind of look like a Grinch green. Yes. Thoughts on this, but haven't used it. Haven't decided on a project to use it on. You guys, it truly is spooktacular. Look at how gorgeous that is, and it does have a nice shimmer to it. Ooh-wee. Oh, that's definitely Halloween stripe, y'all. If I have ever seen a Halloween stripe, that's it right there. That's it. All right, here we go. Let's dry this up. It's looking fabulous. You guys, the embellishments are going to be where it's at tonight, so don't leave yet. Y'all invite your friends. This is getting better by the minute. Just so you know. Better by the minute. Thank you, Ruth. Oh, I should turn on my glue gun now. I already put a new battery in it, and I made sure I get the biggest battery possible. Reminds you of a picket fence. Kind of, yeah. You know what it reminds me of? Beetlejuice straws. On this project, I don't know why, but all I'm thinking is Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice. Oh. You had an idea of putting shimmer violet. Oh, that would look really pretty. Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice. What? I don't even understand understand what's going on. I don't know if it's me. It could be me. I don't know if it's Facebook. I don't know. Things are just funky tonight for some reason. Looks like bamboo. Kind of does. All right, so I'm going to press this down. Now, I'm not pressing down really over here because then I'm just going to get my fingers dirty. So I'm going to let my squeegee do the job. And I'm going to start right here where it is pressed down really well. I did. I said it 3 times. What happens then? Is he coming to get me? Y'all, on tonight's episode of Chocolate to Chocolate Designs, special guest appearance by Beetlejuice. Oh, man. Could you imagine? If that's all it took, you guys, he'd be here every night. Oh, man. I feel like, here, hold the tape. Can you go wash my transfer, Beetlejuice? I'd put that guy to work. He wouldn't want to come back here. He'd be like, no way, not again. Oh, did I get a shrunken head? Oh, just wait. Kim. Oh, don't fall. Kim. I did. Okay, Tony. Yeah, Cassie. I'm doing all the things. Here, you take this one, dude. I see a hot glue burn coming up. Oh, yes, Wendy. Laughter is the best medicine, you guys. It really is. All right, here we go. I think we've got this part done now. Oh, I missed it a little bit. On Friday, what was that, on Saturdays? Saturday's episode part 2 of Friday 11, because Laura was laughing way too much to finish the project. Listen, if I run in there, it's to change my pants. My bladder just couldn't take it. Okay, you guys, here we go. Oh, maybe if I can find a place to put my paste down. Hi, Carlene. Oh, look at that. You guys, I have it lined up perfectly, too. That looks awesome. That looks awesome. And we're going to spray this one down, too, just so I can wash that again and use it again over and over and over. And over and over and over. There's the green. And as soon as I get my hands cleaned up, we'll pull that off of there so you guys can see what our background's going to look like. And then we can get started on all the embellishments, which are going to be so much fun. I hope. I hope you guys want to do these embellishments as much as I do. All right. Here we go. Let's pull the tape off. What have I gotten myself into? I folded it over onto itself. I wrapped this thing up like a present. Let's see if we can even get this off of here now. All right, here we go. I probably should have dried it, right? Lined perfectly. I think so too. Totally says Halloween. Oh, you guys, those energy drinks after 9 p.m., I tell you what, they should not be legal for me. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, thanks, Kim. Here we go, you guys. All right, this is the top. There's our back part. There's the back part of it. And so far, I'm in love with this project. I think it's turning out great. We do need to make sure that it's dry, though, before we put our next piece on here, which y'all are going to love. No, we actually put that piece on here first. Okay. You making a picture for Beetle? Just got home just in time. It's thundering and lightning. Ooh, no, Carol. That's not good. I gotta make sure it's completely dry, y'all. I don't want to have anything messed up. Too much left to do on this project to make it messed up now. All right, here's our... Oh! Okay, you guys, I could totally leave it just like this and it would be amazing, just so you know. Just so you're aware. I could totally leave it just like that. We'd be good. We would be good. But we're going to glue this down first. And I hope that this is not a mistake gluing it down already, but I'm going to. Ooh. Yeah, I have to glue it straight down to it. I don't think I want to leave it up at all. I can't leave it up at all. I don't think. It's got to go straight down. Okay, gluing. Gluing it down. Gluing it down. No regrets. You in the Wicked vibe now? Cassie knows where else I'm going to go with this, though. I need more glue. I'm going to need a lot more glue. I should just pull out about 10 of these right now. Prepare ourselves for the night ahead. So you guys, that could be done. You could be done with just that if you don't want to go any farther. And you don't have to go any farther. But we're going to go a little bit farther tonight. Because what potion are we picking? I mean, that right there looks amazing. Now you're doing the Wicked. Oh, I get it. From the movie Wicked? Absolutely. Yes. Yes. Or I bet you if you changed your colors up, you could even make it look like Alice in Wonderland and have it say pick your poison. There you go. There's another idea for you. All right, so here's what we're going to do. I have got, and I have had these for quite a while, these little bitty cauldrons. Okay, and I do not remember if I got these at Halloween or if I got these at, might have gotten these when it was St. Patrick's Day, and they came in a pack of like 6, I think, from the Dollar Tree. And so we're going to use 2 of these tonight, these cauldrons. And I'm going to pull off the handle of those. We're not going to use the handles. Okay, so we've got 2 cauldrons we're going to start with. I'm going to set this, no, I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. 2 little cauldrons from the Dollar Tree, from wherever, from whenever. I really don't know. They've been in my stash, you guys. If you see a cauldron, pick up a cauldron. They're cool. They're cool little designs for things. I just had another idea. Like just now, just this second had another idea. We're gonna revisit that idea next, okay? I used Shimmer Olive. Shimmer Olive is the color that I used on there. All right. So the first thing that I want to do with this little thing right here is, and I'm going to see if, hold on. I think I need to use this guy right here. This is, I don't even know what this is, but it gets really hot and it'll punch holes in things. That's all I know. It heats up and it punches holes in things. So we're going to use this and we're going to punch a hole in one side of these little cauldrons as soon as it gets hot, whenever that's going to be. It's going to get hot sometime. And we just needed to punch a hole in here, right in the back. It's not hot enough yet. Thank you. I thought it was by sight. Is it a wood burner? It's a plastic hole puncher for oddly shaped things. That's what I call it. The official name in my craft supplies. I just want to punch a hole. You guys see that right there? In the back of my cauldron. And this is going to make it really easy to do because it's hot. And it works. And it melts through it like butter. Like butter. Now I got to turn it off though, and then I got to put it somewhere where it's not going to burn me. Don't burn me. Okay, it can cool down right there next to the heat gun. So we have this little bitty hole right there in the back, okay? Now I'm going to need a way to hang these on here. And you know what? After I pulled off my handle, Ruth, it's been a collection. It's a crafter multi-tool. Yes. So I'm going to do these one way, but I just got thinking about it. And what you could do if you wanted to is use a, where did we do it on? Oh, the piece that I already sold to, yeah, soldering tool, that's what it's called. You can use just a hook clip that screws in, a screw-in hook, and you can actually hang it by the lantern or the handles if you're able to make it work that way. I'm not going to. But before I do anything else on here, what I want to do is I'm going to add a brad on the inside of this. There's so many things that I don't have opened. A brad. I'm going to add a brad. The color does not matter whatsoever. But we're going to add just a little bit of hot glue. Heck, I think I'm going to put it right on the end of the brad. Nah. Let's put it on the hole. Just a bit of hot glue right there inside there where that hole is at. And then we're going to press this brad from the inside out, if we can. Can I get my fat fingers in there and not burn myself with the glue? Was this a horrible idea? The word for tonight is potion. Hold. Where's my tweezers? I have these ones. They're not as good, but they might work. No, they're not. Okay, well, that glue is now dry, so we'll just have to put the glue on there later. Well, this was a good idea, but it's not. I know my tweezers are not the right ones, though, and they're not going in there. Okay. This might not be the way to go. We might have to figure out a different way to hang this thing, put this thing on. I was just thinking that if I could put this brad oh, I got it. I was using my thumb, and I shouldn't have used my thumb. Maybe I don't have it. I froze. I got it, you guys. I got it. Okay, so we're just putting a brad right through there. Just like that, so that we have a way that we can make this thing go through. The color orange is on the stacking picture behind you with a new big plus. marmalade or what, I'm not sure. Is it marmalade? Marmalade. Here we go. All right, so we've got our little brad in there. This is just going to allow us to put this through. We'll drill a hole in the board, and then we can actually put this on the back and go through that board so that it stays in place. Yay, I'm so glad. Now this one went through a lot easier. Probably because I didn't try to put the glue in first. Let's just drop a piece of glue on there now. Now that the brad's in place. That was easier, you guys. Okay, so we've got our little brads on there. That's going to allow us to secure this to that board really, really well. Okay, all right. We needed to do that first because now we're going to cover up this hole and we're going to decorate these things. And this is where I was stuck. This is where I was stuck. And I was trying to cut out little circles and do a whole bunch of stuff, and it was not working for me, okay? And I was talking to Cassie, and Cassie's like, well, why don't you just cut a ball in half? And so I did. This is a styrofoam ball that perfectly fits it on here, just like that. And I cut it in half, and we're going to glue this right to the top of this thing, okay? So here we go, just taking my styrofoam ball, putting glue all the way around the edges, and I am just going to glue this upside down on here so that we have like a lid, where it looks like a lid for our little cauldron. And we're going to do that on both of them, okay? Okay, a cauldron with a lid. Okay. Every little bit. Now, you guys, if you haven't typed in plan yet to grab the link, here's where you're really going to want the link. Because in there, I found some printables. And they are free printables that you can get of apothecary labels. And what I did in order to make them the right size for this particular project was I printed 4 pages on one sheet so it shrank it down. And then I used my little gyro cutter to cut out a couple, okay? And so there's a whole bunch. You guys can see 4 pages on one of some apothecary labels. These are free online. And I have cut out the one that says arsenic poison and toadstool clippings, and another one that says snake venom, okay? I'm not going to use the snake venom tonight, but we're going to use the arsenic poison and the toadstool clippings. And I'm just going to go ahead and grab some Mod Podge, and I'm going to Mod Podge these right onto these cauldrons. Poison is the key word. You guys, stick around. This is going to be fantastic. I promise. You're going to love every bit of this project. Every bit of it. Potion. All right, so I'm just going to add some Mod Podge right here to the center of it where I want this to go down. And instead of doing where you Mod Podge the back of it, let it dry, and then heat set it, since this is a plastic thing, we're just going to put the toadstool clippings right on top, and then we're going to Mod Podge right over top of it as soon as that starts to adhere. And just kind of stick that down right on there. Press it down, get it in that glue. It's okay if it's not perfect. It's okay if it gets wrinkled. Trust it. Thank you, Pam. Thank you, everybody. Ooh, some of my ink is coming off, and even that's okay. So I'm just adding more underneath it as I need to and just pressing down to get it in place. Thank you, Ruth. And hopefully it'll stay. It's not wanting to stay for some reason. There we go. Stay. Let's let that go for a minute and start to adhere. And we'll put our other one on, and then we'll go back over. Hi, Bridget. The best type paper to print those printables, to Mod Podge them. I just used regular, but I also have a laser jet printer and not an inkjet. So it sets it differently than it will for an inkjet. And it still kind of ran on me a little bit. Ruth, type in the keyword and the link for the labels is right in there. Off the top of my head, I don't remember the name of the page. I just knew that I found them, and so I created a hyperlink or created a shortened link and immediately copied and pasted it. I don't remember where they came from. I just know I saved the link for you guys so you could get them. Type in that keyword. Go to Amazon and order sticker paper and print them on. Yes, you can do that too. You can definitely do that too. My sticker paper that I have here is made for a laser or an inkjet printer. I tried to print the labels for you guys for those craft boxes, and I ended up having to go to the store and have them printed because my paper was the wrong paper for my printer. And I've had my paper for a while. All right, I'm just going to go right over this with more Mod Podge, and then we'll let this dry. Okay, so just like that. Sticker paper would have made this a lot easier. Absolutely. All right, all over that, and we're just going to let that dry. And now we've got our little labels on there, okay? All right, next up, let's start mixing, because we're actually going to color these tonight. We'll let those dry there for a second. We're going to grab some more of that Waverly ink, and we're going to start to, oh no, we're not going to do that yet. We're not ready to do that yet. Use the inkjet and rice paper when I Mod Podge now. Heavy, however, regular paper. Yeah, I want to get an inkjet. Now that I've got a laser jet, it's like, oh, I miss my inkjet. I like them both, and I want my inkjet back. Okay, now we're going to start to embellish a little bit. Just a little bit. So, oh, I threw in my Mod Podge already. Oh, it's... I wasn't really done with that. All right, so on the one that says toadstool, I have some mushrooms we're going to be putting on here. And we're going to decorate up these mushrooms. So we're going to paint all this stuff pretty much at one time and then kind of add some more stuff to it. So these are just wooden mushrooms. I'm pretty sure I got them from the Dollar Tree. There's nothing special about these mushrooms. They're just wooden mushrooms. We're going to make them a little bit special tonight, okay? Trust the process here. I'm going to roll these in some Mod Podge. And then I'm going to roll them, just the top of them, in these little, they're like glass flakes that I got from Joann before they closed. And so just picking up a bunch of Mod Podge on here. Rolled right in there. Shake off the extra. And we're going to roll this right in these little glass things just to kind of create like a little bit spookier of a mushroom, okay? Something very, very, very easy to do. But just to give it a little bit more texture right there on the top. And then we'll let these dry somehow. Tweezers. There's the first one. So we're going to paint this all at the same time once the stuff is already on here. And then distress it and then use our gilding wax to highlight. This did take a bit of thought tonight, Ruth. Yes, it did. It was a lot of thought. Like I said, I could not get this done yesterday because I just had not quite figured it all out. I still hadn't figured it out at 3 o'clock this afternoon. I'm still working on it. All the little bitty detail things that are just going to make this project all the more better. Okay, so while those are going, while those are doing their thing, well, hopefully that Mod Podge doesn't start to make that glass come down. And those are drying, and that thing is drying. What's next? I'm trying to think. All right, we're going to start working on the other one. This is the arsenic poison. And what I have got here for this one is, where'd they go? Oh, little bitty tombstones from Michael's. And I just picked these up today. They were 50% off. And I'm going to grab the one that's got the little skeleton on it. All right, so we're going to add him the little skeleton, or the little skeleton tombstone, right to the top of the jar. Oh no, that wasn't quite plugged in right. Okay, so we've got our little skeleton tombstone at the top. And then we're going to take our skull head from one of our little, this was part of a garland, you guys, and I'm just ripping them to pieces because I can. And we're going to put that right next to it. So those are the 2 little pieces for our arson poison. We're going to paint these up first, and then we're going to add some greenery and some stuff to it just to really make it look awesome. And then we can put our toadstools on here. So for these toadstools, I'm going to put a little bitty wood block on first and raise one of these up. Just to give it a little bit more dimension. We'll cover up that black as we do some greenery. You guys still with me? You're all watching intently. And when it gets quiet, everybody's like, ooh. It's like, it's so quiet. The mini headstones came from Michael's, and I just bought them today. And then the little bitty mini mushrooms for this one. So we've got little toadstools right there with the mushrooms for that one. Okay, you guys. I know, the poor Skelly. I mean, should we let it keep its hands or its feet? We could. But we're just going to rip his head off for tonight. Okay. Everything dry now? Everything looks good? I think so. I think so. All right. We're going to start with this one because my mushrooms are still not dry yet. We're going to give that some time to dry. Let's grab some of our Waverly chalk paint. Again in that ink. Baby, come on. Oh, I need more than that. Rip him apart and use him. I could stick his feet in there. I don't want to do too much though, you guys. You guys know how less is more. Sometimes it's just a couple of little things. And then remember, we're also going to use like mosses and some greenery and stuff to really decorate the top of that. So I don't want to overload the top of that with other things, because we're gonna fill it in with moss. All right, so here we go. I'm gonna grab my sea spray, I'm going to grab some water. I should have put down some paper. And we're going to make this like a chunky paint that we're going to paint on top of this to go around that arsenic sign. I will. When I need them, I will rip them apart and use them. Absolutely. Okay, so this should be the consistency of brownie batter when you've got it mixed correctly. Possibly, Wendy. Let's see how it looks. And if we need to add more to it, I'm going to start with less, though. You guys, I think I mixed this, like, perfectly. The question is whether or not we have enough. But that's like a good chunky brownie. Why are you singing that, Kim? Oh my goodness. Did I start that? That paper drives me nuts. Okay. Here we go. I'm not sure that I want to use... Yeah, let's just use the same brush. I already have it dirty up anyway. Okay. Ooh. You guys, I'm going to get out another palette. I actually have another kind of an idea. I have two more colors that I want to use. One of them is called Scallion, and the other one is Hazelnut. Just to add a little bit of contrast to this, and I think I want to do it while the paint is wet. So I'm going to get these out now. That one really needs to be shaken up. And get them prepped. Because we want to add a little bit of green to this. We want to add a little bit of brown to this to really make this just kind of look muddied up like a little bit. We don't want it to be perfectly black, like right out of the box Cauldron, because they are, you guys. I mean, those witches use those things right away. They don't wait. They don't sit there in the box and wait 100 years. So, they got some potions to brew. A little bit of this Scallion green. And I did not get another jar of hazelnut. So, hi Kim. So let's see if we can get some hazelnut to come out of this. Just for a bit of contrast tonight. Okay, here we go. Let's do it. Let's do it, you guys. Let's start adding some of our black. They're cast iron and well seasoned. Yes. So I'm just kind of pressing this on. Not really painting it. We're going to press it in because it gives it this really awesome, like, old Cauldron feel. Where it's grungy. It's a very grungy look. And I'm going to go right to the corners of these labels. It'll blend them in a little bit. Try not to get your fingers. No glow in the dark involved tonight. No. Not tonight. But we're going to start off with just half of this Cauldron, and then we're going to go ahead and we're going to dry it, and then we'll do the other half of the Cauldron. Have to post my Cauldron you made out of porch cleaner as soon as I add the... Oh, absolutely. I can't wait to see it. You know, I just realized I should have been holding on to that tombstone the whole time. That would have been smart. That would have been much smarter than holding on to the Cauldron, I'll tell you that. Then I could have gone all the way around the Cauldron and then tapped it on the top. Let's do that instead. It's okay. It got on the label a little bit. A little more than I wanted it to. That's okay. That's okay. Just want to get that really grungy look on there. We're still live, Carol. No replay yet, girl. And really, you guys, you don't even need to do the back of it because you're not gonna see that anyway. Not on this. All right, now we're gonna get all of the stuff that's up here too. All of that styrofoam, that head, everything. We're gonna go ahead and get that all black because we're gonna accentuate that with our other stuff, okay? With our gilding wax. So everything black. Getting all that styrofoam black is not the easiest thing, just so you know. We're going to make it work. All right, Kim, I get it. I might have to do I don't know. We'll see what happens. How long are you guys willing to stay with me tonight? We might just keep going and finish it no matter what. You're going to dream about Beetlejuice. It's all my fault. That's my fault for sure. All right, I might need no, you know what? I'm not even going to worry about that part there that's white. We'll just stuff that with some moss. You're all in, finish it? Go for it. It's a Friday night. Except I'm getting up and I got to be at that golf. I have a tea time at 8 a.m. You guys. 8 a.m. tea time, y'all. All right, now that I've got the black on this one, I'm going to dip in a little bit. Carol, the word for tonight is potion. I'm going to dip in a little bit to the scallion green. Kind of offload it a little bit. And we're just going to start adding a little bit of some green in here. Kind of working it in with that black. I want to highlight, but I don't want to like color it green. I just want to give it a little bit of some beautiful green scallion in there too. Kind of so it goes with our background a little bit better. Ooh, that was way too much. And then it just kind of looks like the potion maybe is overflowing all over it. And then we're also going to use some of that brown. Yeah, you're right. I'll make it. Let's all sleep. Oh, my kids are gone for the first time in forever. I'll make it. So just trying to add a little bit more color on here before that black is completely dry. But I want the color to be faint. I don't want it to be, ooh, god darn it, I keep getting on my thing. I don't want it to seriously stand out, but I want there to be a little bit of this greenish color in there and a little bit of browns. Especially around the top of it. I'm pretty happy with that right now. The way that it is. Remember, we're going to come back in and we're going to highlight it some more. And we're going to add some more stuff to it. So let's do the same thing on this one. Trust the process, you guys. It's messy until it's done. And then it all comes together. See if I can be a little bit more careful. I'm not going to do the back side on this one, though. I'm only going to do around. You're not going to see it because of how I hang this thing, okay? All right, Sandy. We'll see you we'll see you tomorrow. And I will definitely post the finished project on this. Ah! Round and round we go, you guys. Can I claim this project? Who said that, Kim? You don't even know how it's going to look. This might be one that I want to keep for my son's birthday party. We'll see. This might be one of those that took so long I can't get rid of it. Kim, I don't know. Message me. Maybe. We'll see how it turns out. And if I'm able to ship it or if it's too fragile. That's another thing. All right. Oh, the mushrooms look awesome. I can tell you Carol does not do Halloween, so she's not a contender for this project. Okay. Still send me a message just so I don't forget, because by the time that I get off of here tonight, I'm going to be dead tired. All right, I just got to make sure that we can, from the front, it's covered. If I miss any spots, Kim won't mind. Stay. This is messy, you guys. You're not? Well, maybe the technique you'll like. Halloween's not for everybody, that's for sure. Oh, I might have to get a smaller paintbrush for those other little parts there. Hopefully I've got enough of this mixture to finish it. You pass out candy and a pencil. That, you know what, I'm sure that those kids are happy with what they can get. Candy and a pencil is still a pretty good deal. Oh, my fingers are in the way. Let's see if we can finish off this last little section here where you're going to see it from the front. Definitely messy. And these are going to need to dry. Okay. Okay, let's grab a smaller brush and just finish off those couple of little sections that we missed there on those mushrooms. And on the front here. See, I don't think that my mushroom caps were quite dry yet. But I'm doing the best that I can. Your last name was my wait. late wife's middle name? Her middle name was Gillian? Bruce, I honestly don't know. I don't know if I would be related to her or not. Bruce, send me another message. The reason that I didn't, it's okay. So here's, and I'm going to be quite honest and blunt. I get messages from men that I don't know a lot. And when I do, most of the time it's creepy people who have inappropriate things to say, and I don't message back. So, if I read that correctly and you're sincere, send me a message and I'll read it. Troll, is he sending the same thing to everybody? Is he a troll, you guys? Okay, well, my hands are too dirty for me to try to fix anything right now. All right, let's add a little bit of green to this. And a little bit of brown. I'll block him too if it's in fact a troll. I sure will. I will, you guys, as soon as I can. My hands are too dirty right now for me to touch my computer. Is he sending everybody the same message? Is that what's going on right now? Okay, Ruth, thank you. So I was wrong. I was right for not answering his friend request then. All right, you guys, these are filthy. I have a mess. A total disaster of a mess. Without a doubt. But I think they're ready for some dry time. You think you blocked them? Okay, good. Let's see if we can dry at least one of these. messy things. This might be the point where I stop, you guys. Because these might take overnight to dry. And if I try to heat up this styrofoam too much with my heat tool, I might melt it. Let's see what happens and if I can get it to dry fast enough. You love cute Halloween? Yeah, I'm thinking I gotta let them dry overnight, you guys. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys my concept right now. And I'm gonna finish these up tomorrow after golf because they need to dry at this point in time. Part 2, I really feel, okay, let's do that then. Let's do a part 2 and we'll finish these up tomorrow night. And I will just let them dry and I will get the other things done that I need to get done tomorrow. Because there's a lot that I need to do. We're going golfing. My stepdad's coming over. So you guys, I'll go ahead and tell you guys, I don't know how you guys feel about, I probably shouldn't say it on here, but I'll spell it Guns. I do have some that I inherited. They have not been used in forever. And so tomorrow, my stepdad is coming over just to clean them and oil them while the kids are gone. Because the kids are gone with Grandma for the weekend. So he offered to do that. And that way, they're not even out of hiding while the kids are here. And I just figured that this was the best time to do it. And then we also want to get my daughter's bed taken down. I want to rearrange her room. So you guys, we're safe parents, you guys. They don't even come out unless the kids are gone. So we just got some things we got to take care of tomorrow. And I'll set this aside, and that's going to be part 2 tomorrow, you guys, okay? So we'll see you guys back here. We'll finish up my concept. Total 4-day event, really. 2 days of planning, 2 days of live. And this is going to be one heck of an awesome project. So I'll see you guys back here again tomorrow. Love you all so much. Thanks for joining me for a Friday Night Live. And I will see you guys back here later, okay? All right, bye, everybody. Have a good night.